back to part 5 in our 7-part video series where we give you a flavour of all the components on our strength and conditioning mentorship here at Elite. So the topic for today is linear speed development. What is linear speed development? When we're talking about linear speed development for sports, it's essentially the ability to move in one intended direction as fast as possible, and it's the product of stride length by stride frequency. So why do we need to develop linear speed? Even though multi-directional has a massive element in most sports, particularly field and course-based sports, linear speed will give us a basis for efficient movement, okay? And even when we're talking about multi-directional speed, after you change direction, the body will always try to go back to a linear path as fast as possible because that is the most efficient direction to produce force and running velocity. Okay, now in most sports, acceleration is going to have more of an important component. In some other sports, so absolute speed will play a factor as well, but for most sports, and particularly court and field-based sports, acceleration is going to play a huge factor. It will depend though on the parameters of the playing area. For instance, in say hurling, Gaelic games, rugby, soccer, those fields are pretty big fields, so we need to develop both acceleration and absolute speed. When it comes maybe more so to like tennis, smaller court, absolute speed wouldn't be as high on the agenda, if at all. You'd be focusing more on acceleration and multi-directional speed, which we'll talk about tomorrow. Basketball being another example where we focus a lot more on acceleration and multi-directional speed, not so much on absolute speed. Now, in terms of what you're going to learn on course in our Phase 1 Strength Conditioning Mentorship, you're going to learn all the drills to develop linear acceleration and linear absolute speed. So you're going to learn things like wall drills, harness drills, speed drills, and obviously we're really going to ingrain technique, okay? And finally, programming. You need to know how to program this stuff. Where does it fit in my program? Sets, reps, rest periods. Where does all that stuff go? And again, depending on what block of training we're in, you got to know where it fits into the program and the volume and all that type of stuff. Now, to close off this video, we're going to show you a clip from a Phase 1 Mentorship where we're focusing on linear speed development. So in tomorrow's video, guys, we're going to cover multi-directional speed. I'll see you then. Have a great day. The speed continuum again has 3 distinct phases: acceleration, transition, and absolute speed. Okay, the acceleration phase is that 0 to 10 section on the speed continuum, and the main contributing strength quality is starting strength. The transition phase is that 10 to 30 meter section on the speed continuum, and the main contributing strength quality is explosive strength. And then the absolute speed phase is that 30 meters and beyond section on the speed continuum, and the main contributing strength quality is elastic reactive strength. Does all that make sense? So guys, again, do we spend more time on the ground acceleration, absolute speed? I thought one is myself, absolute speed. Okay, so we spend a longer time on the ground acceleration. So when we're doing any marching or skipping drills, or for acceleration, they're more about, as Nick Wiggum would say, hammering the nail into the ground. So it's more about push, 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 push. So same with these harness drills. Think more about putting the force in the ground rather than the turnover. Because when we're doing absolute speed, the skipping's more about push, push, but it's more rapid foot contacts, okay? It's kind of all in this graph, if we can see it there. So on the left-hand side, we have the speed continuum. In the middle column, we have the contributing strength qualities, and in the right-hand column, you have how to train those qualities. So at the very top line, we have 0 to 10 meters acceleration. Acceleration is more horizontal force production than vertical force production. So when we're thinking maybe about like bounds versus hops, you're thinking bounds correlate more to acceleration because they're more horizontal. Is that making sense? Whereas hops and jumps have more of a vertical nature to them. Go! Come on, stay tall, stay tall, stay tall. Looking better already. Switch! Switch! Tall, stay tall, switch! Break, take a break.